Hello everyone, this is Icona, and here I'm playing Demoman on PL Thundermountain, and I know I play a lot of this map, but hey, it's a lot of fun. Now I'm defending on Thundermountain, and so Demoman is pretty good for defending because you can set up sticky traps like I did there on the ramp. What I do is I leave it there because as they push the cart down the ramp, they usually are standing behind the cart, and so they won't really see the stickies, and if they don't blow it away or anything, they stay there and they'll kind of go right over it, and then that'll give me an opportunity to detonate it right below their feet. So since I have all 8 stickies on that ramp, I have to use my pipe bomb launcher for a very, very long time, and it actually ends up working out pretty well because right over this rock is it's a downhill slope, and the bombs just roll down into their spawn. So as they're coming out of spawn, I get a few hits here and there, so I don't really need the sticky bomb launcher quite yet. So we have a good sentry placement right underneath this shed, and these engineers are pretty smart in that they set up teleporters as well. Teleporters are really, really important to defend this first point because they're so far away from the red spawn. If you want to defend the first point, which is very difficult, you need a constant stream of people. The sentries alone can't hold this first point. And so here I see they finally roll in the cart, and boom! That sticky bomb trap that I laid in the very beginning, all 8 of them, I managed to clear the cart in one go. So that was pretty awesome. So now I can use my sticky bomb launcher for pretty much anything. Here this heavy tries to go down the ramp. I was actually planning to set up another sticky bomb trap as they came down that ramp, but the heavy was there, so I just took him out with the stickies. Defending this first point, especially right out of their spawn, is pretty difficult because they're coming from both sides. Not many people take the... Oh, here's a spy right here. I tried to get that spy, and I missed because I can't run as fast. There's 2 sides to defend. The left and the right, and that pyro was like right above the shed. He knows that there's a sentry gun down there, and so it's very difficult to defend this first point. Here, the spy I have this little battle here, and I don't know why I lost that one. It's very strange. I just kept on missing, and I guess my back was turned to him or something. I don't know. So here I'm checking out. I'm trying to do my XTV semi-pro jumping here with the sticky launcher. Here's a cool slow-mo kill. Boom! So that soldier popped up, that engineer. I don't know how that engineer got so far into our area, but that soldier popped him up, and I finished him off with a direct hit with the pipe bomb launcher. So pretty cool kill. Here, that spy that I bumped into earlier, that actually, if you look back, oh, there he is, but he takes this med pack and the ammo, and that's something you have to kind of watch out for if you're not really shooting at anything, or you just happen to look a certain way and you see like ammo or med packs just disappear all of a sudden. Most likely it's an enemy spy trying to replenish his health and ammo. So if you see that, call it out to your teammates, let them know that there's a spy around. You may not know where he is because he is fully cloaked, and so you don't really know which direction he ran off in. You can kind of guess by just, if you kind of know where spies are. But if you do see that, let your teammates know, because that spy is going to be coming up behind you and probably going to backstab your team. So we're still defending the first point. They managed to push the cart all the way up to this main ramp here. And Demoman is pretty good for this main ramp because you can still defend the cart without actually seeing the cart. This engineer has a really good sentry placement as well as a dispenser, so I can always go back here for health and ammo. But because the Demoman can launch his stickies in an arc, you can shoot at the cart at the bottom of the hill without seeing the cart. There, I was trying to get that heavy, but I knew he was going for the health right at the top of that staircase, but I tried to stop him before he got there, but I couldn't, and he ended up getting the health and finishing me off. So So yeah, here still defending this top area, using using the height as an advantage because as Demoman, yeah, it's good to have a height advantage just so that you can see where you're placing the stickies. It may not help if you're not used to how far the pipe bombs travel, because it does affect distance if you're higher, and so the pipe bombs might actually go further than you really want them to. Here, the spy tries to get us from behind. Luckily, I get him at point blank range with a pipe bomb. So yeah, so spamming demo on the top of this platform here, down at the cart, is pretty effective at defending it, and we defend this for a very, very long time. What actually I should have done, which I will probably be doing later, is going to the top of the platform right above me here, and there is a better you can get a better view of the actual battlefield in the front. But also your sticky bombs go further, so snipers like to hang out about where I'm shooting the pipe bombs, and so I managed to get someone over there, and that's right where their spawn is. So when you're down here, you can easily shoot all the way to their spawn and get them as they're coming off and jumping over those rocks. And so I try to use that to my advantage. Again, using height to my advantage, trying to place my stickies where I want them, and it's something that you have to get used to, how far the stickies go when you have a huge height advantage, because it is different from if you're at the same level as your enemy and you're shooting the sticky bombs. Here I decided to go push a little bit too far, but I ended up getting a kill, and here's my pro jumping or semi-pro jumping. I decided to slow it down because it was pretty cool. I managed to escape all of that down there and end up right on the platform to get the health. I thought it was pretty cool. It wasn't a kill, I know, but I thought it would be kind of cool to slow that one down. I've been watching a lot of XTV, which is a professional competitive TF2, and those guys who play Demoman are just amazing. Like, they are so fast at sticky jumping, and they're so accurate at it, and they're just really, really good. So I watch that a lot too, and sometimes try to copy them, probably foolishly, in matches, just because I want to be like the pros. So we still have this first point, and there's only a minute left on the timer, and so we run these guys down pretty much to the last. They keep on running down the timer to like the very end and then capping it, and it's like, oh man, we're so close. So I think this match is a very, very long match. They end up using pretty much all the time on the timer. Here I tried to sticky jump up there, trying to be all semi-pro, and I can't. Yeah, there. I probably shouldn't have went for the melee kill. I probably should have just did some stickies or some pipe bombs just to finish them off. But I really wanted a melee kill just because I haven't hit anyone in a long time. So that was probably a bad decision. But while I was dead and I was respawning, the enemy team managed to push the cart up all the way to the first point, and they finally capped it. So now we're just trying to defend this last point. And Demoman again is pretty good for this because you do have a height advantage. Except on the left side, where if they take that left route, which is right above me right here, right above this sentry emplacement, if the enemy team takes this left route, you don't have a height advantage, but you can still spam your stickies in an arc, and hopefully we'll get some kills by either rolling pipe bombs or your sticky grenades. So they managed to get on the they managed to get on that ledge there. But I managed to take them out with some stickies, and that's the thing I'm learning with stickies, is how to wait until to detonate them at the right moment. Like, I know you want sometimes before I used to try and detonate the stickies as soon as possible, as soon as they were armed and ready to go, and that is useful in some situations. But what I found is that what you want to set up, kind of like a trap. You want to put stickies on both sides of the enemy so that they pretty much have nowhere to go, and all you have to do is detonate your sticky bombs when they roll over one of them, and you'll get a lot of damage done. And so It's something that I'm trying to work on. Also, if you have someone chasing you, it's also a good idea to put stickies right at your feet and kind of walk backwards. And sometimes they'll come and chase you without really thinking about the sticky that you just placed, and so you can get them that way. Sometimes they'll back away. If they back away, that's fine. You don't have to worry about them anymore. So it's a good strategy for people who are trying to chase you. So you're still trying to defend this this last point here. This engineer has a pretty good sentry placement up there with his dispenser. Here I'm just spamming all over the place with my stickies, getting pretty much nothing, no hits at all. Now that sentry is gone when I went away, so now it's we have no sentries to defend this last point, and only the dispenser. This spy decides to decloak right in front of me. Ended up getting owned. That's probably not a good idea. So now the cart is right below this last hill, and this last hill is a huge choke point. And it's really good for Demoman, but once they get past this choke point, it's wide open, and it's very difficult to get any kills as Demoman. So you would want to try to get as many kills when the cart is at the bottom of this small little hill, because that's where it starts to funnel in and becomes a bottleneck. Once the enemy comes up here, it's very difficult. And this soldier, he outflanked me by just jumping right over me and rocket. And then finishing me off with a rocket. So that was a good move on his part. That was a good play. I wasn't really expecting that. So as I'm dead, they push the cart up the hill, and I try to get to the cart in time, but it's a no-go, and we lose the first round. Even it was a very long match. We used up all the time on this server, on this map. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for parts 2 and 3, and have a nice day.